Borlis Pass. The Shiverpeaks rise up over 10,000 feet above sea level. In the shadow of this enormous mountain range lie the kingdoms of Crida to the west and Ascalon to the east. Borlis Pass is the closest travelable passage through the mountains to the city of Rin. The next closest lies much farther to the north, deep in Char territory. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Guild Wars Let's Play. Today we will see Isobel and her trusty henchman complete the first cooperative mission in the Shiverpeaks. We've officially left Ascalon for now. After arriving at Yak's Bend following Prince Rurik's exile by his father King Adalbern at Rin, Isobel and the party find their way to Traveler's Vale to the entrance to Borlis Pass. Our main mission objective here is to light massive beacons to guide the Ascalonian refugees through the Shiverpeaks. As with previous missions, weapon auto attacks are disabled when carrying an item. At the start of the mission, a blizzard is raging outside and we're fighting through waves of Shiverpeak centaurs. These mobs don't prove to be too difficult, but I suggest making sure you kill the protectors and the longbows first. Light all 6 of the beacons before a gate guard lets you pass through to Maladar's fort. After going through the gate, the rest of the mission has us facing the evil dwarven faction known as the Stone Summit. They aren't nearly as friendly as their cousins, the Deldrimor. Now our task is to stop the siege of the Deldrimor by the Stone Summit by destroying siege equipment wreaking havoc on a dwarven settlement called Croc's Hollow. These ballistas are manned by Stone Summit engineers that you need to defeat. Those mobs are harmless and do not fight back as you kill them. Isobel didn't really experience any close calls during this mission, and the only mobs you really should pay attention to are the Dolyak Riders, whose stomps can interrupt spells and knock your party down, and the Ice Golems, who can cause slow and just prove to be an overall annoyance. Borlis Pass is the first of 2 missions in the Shiverpeaks that see us on our way to Crida. Remember, Rurik and the Ascalonian refugees are trying to make it over to Crida, another human nation, to seek help against the Char. About halfway through the mission, you meet a dwarf by the name of Rornak Stonesledge. Rornak tells you that the Stone Summit dwarves have a plan to release an ice dragon on Grubbel's Gulch. He tells you to go back and get one of the explosive kegs and blow down the ice wall that you see behind him. Make sure that you place the keg near the rock pillars with the chains instead of putting it in the snow, otherwise the wall will not move. So Isobel and the rest of the party enter the cave, and they are met with several packs of Driders. Remember, you want to shut these casters down. They cast powerful hexes. They can really make it hard for your party to heal. Eventually, you reach the end of the cave, and you see the Ice Dragon. It looks like this time it's an Elementalist. Should be pretty easy with my interrupt skills, and as you can see, we take it down without any problems. After you get the sword and shield, go ahead and exit the cave and continue the mission. After completing the bonus mission objective, head out of the cave and back towards the ping map objective that you see on your mini-map. To reach Prince Rurik, you have to destroy these Stone Summit engineers who are firing on the gate and laying siege to Jealous Ironhammer's fortress. Again, you're going to want to focus the Doliac Riders and any casters before engaging any of the melee mobs. Be careful with the Ice Golems because their Frozen Burst and Ice Spike skills can really shut down your casters.
My good and excellent friends. I got pinned down here in Croc's Hollow when the Stone Summit attacked.
Good thing we arrived when we did.
I owe you many thanks. I would raise a pint of dwarven ale in your honor, but there is still much work to do.
Well, perhaps when everyone is safely through Borlis Pass.
Agreed. But now I must go back and lead our people to Grubel's Gulch. You go on ahead and clear the way. Secure a shelter for the night, and then we'll see about that ale.
As you wish, my prince.
Talk to King Ironhammer. He'll help you garner safe passage into the gulch. I will see you there.
The good dwarfs of Deldramore thank you for your help.
We do what we can to honor the old alliances.
Then the Deldramore dwarfs will honor them as well. Your prince's request for passage through the mountains has been granted. Take this enchanted torch and light the beacon outside Grubel's Gulch. My brother, Breknar Ironhammer, will open the gate for you once he sees the arcane flame. Your people will be safe in the gulch for the night.
Thank you, King Ironhammer.
Anything for our friends. Now, waste no more time here. Night will be upon you, and your people will freeze in the cold without shelter. Follow me to the gate.
Alright, so Isobel and the party meet somebody by the name of Jealous Ironhammer. He's the king of the dwarves. He's going to be really important to the story later on, and he tells us that we're not going to survive the cold in the Shiverpeaks unless we get the attention of one of his relatives by lighting some beacons. This is the end of the mission, and all you really have to do is go through a couple of packs of mobs, kill some more Doliac Riders, and light 3 beacons to get to the ending cinematic. Remember, with the Doliac Riders, you want to try to single them out, and make sure that you can interrupt any spells they might cast. Make sure your party's spread out so that the stomp doesn't do too much damage. And that's the end of the mission, guys.
The beacon! It's lit! The way must be clear. Now is our chance. We make for Grubel's Gulch.
The fighting has stopped. They must have had too much ale tonight.
No. That was no brawl. I could swear I heard the shouts of men.
What would men be doing on Shiverpeak?
I do not know. These are strange days.
Sir, the beacon has been lit.
Impossible. The stone summit would never abandon their posts.
The flames burn brightly, sir. And there is more. A band of men are marching for the gulch. They're approaching the gate.
So, it was men who lit the beacon.
Whoever it was, they had to get through Dagnar's men to do it. Any enemy of the stone summit is a friend of Deldrimor. Open the gate! Captain, prepare quarters! I am Brechnor Ironhammer, Lord of Grubel's Gulch.
I am Rurik of Ascalon. Your brother, the king, speaks highly of your hospitality.
My brother tells the truth. What brings you here?
I'm leading these refugees over the Shiverpeaks. We wish to cross Borlis Pass into the human kingdom of Kryta.
Well then, Rurik of Ascalon, welcome to Grubel's Gulch. You are free to stay with us as long as you will.
Thank you, mountain friend. Rin is forever in your debt.
Alright guys, I'll see you next time when we complete a mission called the Frost Gate.